Family meal is the most beautiful and unforgettable memories of every Vietnamese. It symbolizes for union and love. It's a time where all family members sit around table, enjoy home-cooked food, and we talk to each other about our days as well as share stories of the past. Meal is served all at once and shared among us. Besides steamed rice, which is the staple, each meal requires a balance between protein, vegetables, and carbs. And every meal should include a soup, a salty braised or fried dish, and some sort of vegetables, either boiled, stir-fried, or pickled. It could be quite a headache if you have to think of this combination for every meal. So in this series, I will introduce you some sample meals that my family have, so you have more ideas what to cook for your lunch or dinner tonight. Each meal will come with a theme, and for today's menu, we are going for seafood.
Helen's recipes.
One of the most wonderful things about living in a beach city like Da Nang is that you have access to really great seafood. It's fresh from the sea and we can buy every morning, even in the afternoon, really fresh. So today, inspired from all the amazing seafood that I found at the market this morning, I'm gonna cook up a really delicious and fresh seafood meal for my family, and I hope you're gonna enjoy it. For today's seafood meal, we're gonna have fried fish in tomato sauce, steamed squid with a side dip in ginger fish sauce, and some fresh green fruits and herbs. And for soup, we're gonna have seafood soup with shrimp and tofu. Let's start. Okay, we're gonna start off with the fried fish. I have here a really huge and beautiful prawn fresh fish from the market this morning. This is already the smallest one. For frying, it will splash a lot, so it's very important that you pat it dry with some paper towel. You want to lightly season the fish on both sides so it has some flavor, and also sprinkle some flour so it will not stick, and also to make the skin more crispy. Now in the pan, we're gonna pouring quite a generous amount of oil, enough to cover the base of the pan. One more trick to prevent it from splashing is that you sprinkle some salt into the oil. Keep the heat on about medium-low and gently slide in the fish. You can use one of these frying shields to cover it to prevent it from splashing. Next, we're gonna prepare the shrimp for the soup. Trim off the legs and the head. Peel off the skin and remove the vein. These shrimps are still really fresh, so the skin still sticks to the flesh. So you can put it into the fridge or the freezer for just 5 to 10 minutes before peeling. It will be a lot easier. Next, we're gonna season with some minced shallot. A little bit of stock powder, some fish sauce, about a teaspoon, and some freshly cracked pepper. Mix it up. Okay. When the fish is golden on one side, gently flip it over. Whew. Wow, it looks very crispy. For the squid, just gently remove the quill and the innards. Peel off the skin. And cut the tip open. Just score diagonal lines like this. And then make a cross then cut into about 3 pieces. So the fish are now really beautifully, nicely golden brown. We're gonna turn off the heat and remove it first. Whew. I've washed the plate, by the way. So we're gonna pour out the oil that we fried the fish in because it will be quite fishy. I'm not gonna use that oil. Use a piece of paper towel and gently wipe off the pan. Turn back the heat on and add in some oil. Quickly mince up some garlic and add to the pan. Also, we're gonna cut up some tomatoes and onion to make a delicious tomato sauce. Remove some of the seeds so it won't be too sour, and then gently cut it into slices. Into the pan it goes. Wow, it smells really good with the garlic. Dice up some onion to add some more sweetness into the sauce. I just use half an onion. To this, we're gonna season with 1 good teaspoon of sugar and 1 tablespoon of fish sauce. If the sauce is too dry, you can add about 1 to 2 tablespoons of water. Oh my gosh, it smells amazing. I love making tomato sauce because I love this flavor and this smell. It's good enough, really great balance between sweet and savory. When the tomato is slightly soft, we can return the fish back and simmer on low for like 3 to 5 more minutes until it's absorbed that amazing flavor from the tomato sauce. Okay, so the fried fish in tomato sauce is done. We're gonna move on to cook the soup and also boil the squid. Heat the saucepan on medium and add some oil. We're gonna stir fry the shrimp first. Fry some shallots so it's nice and fragrant. Then toss in the shrimp. When the shrimp turn orange, we're gonna pour in the water. I also have here another pot of water to bring to a boil, and we're gonna use this to boil the squid. Add about 4 cups of water. For the seaweed, I have soaked in water and then rinse well. You can slightly chop it up so it's easier to eat if the seaweed is too big. I have here 1 tube of 300 grams of egg tofu. Cut it open and cut into about 1/2 inch rounds. Wow, really soft. Into the soup it goes. Add the seaweed. Okay, next we're gonna season the soup with about 1/2 teaspoon of stock powder, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and you can have a taste and adjust, adding more fish sauce if you prefer. When it's come back to a boil, you can turn off the heat. Meanwhile, the other pot is also boiling. We're gonna add in a dash of vinegar. The vinegar will have to keep the squid in shape and also keep it have a really nice white color. Make sure that the water is rapidly boiling when you add the squid. Because we scalded, so when the squid is cooked, it will curl up really nicely into little beautiful flowers. We can add a little bit of salt to give it some flavor, but don't add too much because we're gonna dip the squid in ginger fish sauce later. Squid and other kinds of seafood cooks really fast, so just when it curls up and turns opaque, that's when you can remove. Transfer the squid into a bowl of ice cold water. to stop the cooking process and also keep the squid plump. Meanwhile, we will also cut a piece of ginger into strips. We're gonna quickly blanch the scallion and the ginger to have some really beautiful flavor and top up. To accompany our steamed squid, we're gonna have a really exotic Asian ingredient or Vietnamese ingredient. This is chuối chát. It's really tart and it's always accompanied with star fruit, which is very sour. So it's the combine of texture and flavor will make the dish really interesting. For the chuối chát, we just peel like this, and because it's very tart, so it darkens very fast. So make sure you do this really quick. It's very pretty, and immediately you have to soak it in a bowl of ice cold water. And we like to add a dash of vinegar or lime juice. For the green star fruit, you just remove the bowl ends and trim off the edges like that. Then we also slice thinly into cute little stars. That's why it's called star fruit, you know. Very pretty. If you want, you can also soak in the bowl of ice water to keep it crispy. If you live overseas, it could be very hard to find the green banana and star fruit, so you can replace with plantain and kiwi maybe. Otherwise, you can always use cucumber to add some crunchy texture and freshness. And finally, just make the ginger fish sauce to dip the squid. I have here about 2 centimeters of ginger, 2 cloves of garlic, and 1 fresh chili. I'm gonna add in here about a teaspoon of sugar, 1 more teaspoon of sugar, and about 2 tablespoons of fish sauce. Lime juice. Remove some of the membranes from the lime. It will make the sauce look more pretty. So there you have it. We have brought all the most amazing and freshest ingredients from the ocean to our dining table. I have here the fish, the squid, with so many colors and texture. Everybody will have a bowl of rice to serve, and we're gonna share all the food together. I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and if you would like to see more family style meal like this on my channel, please let me know in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe for more. I will see you then in the next video. Bye! The flavor of the sea is gonna follow you to your dream.